guys, you're watching because you want and only. My name is AJ. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Build a Theme Park. Today we're going to be working in this little triangle area as I've got something small that we can put in there. I know we haven't done the safe, and I know we haven't done the pushy block reset thing that we done last episode. If you guys watched last episode, by the way, then props to you. Well done, because that was quite... I'm not going to say a boring episode, but I am going to say a different episode. Last episode we had to basically just transfer all of these pistons into levers. And we managed to do it eventually, but it was a 40-minute long project just to get everything to work exactly how we wanted it to, with all the double piston extenders off one lever and everything all works. But we can get this block all the way around and back into its starting position only by using these levers now. The only thing that we have to do with it is actually hook this up to 5 or so levers, 3 to 5 levers, and have our own individual leads coming off each one. That's sort of not too much of a problem. And obviously the safe, we've just got to build another couple of cool little puzzles to go on there. But I've had enough redstone for now. After last episode, it sort of put me off redstone for a little bit. You know when you do something so much that you then get bored of it? That's sort of what's happened just at the moment. Next episode we'll go back. After a few days, I'll get my buzz for redstone back. Today, we will be using a little bit, but nothing as crazily, stupidly complex as what that is. So I want to build a dropper. Someone sent through a Facebook message, and plenty of people have sent through dropper ideas to Twitter or Facebook, usually with pictures, which is totally awesome. And today we're going to build one. I want mine, though, to sort of work. Some people have got theirs to work, some people can't. So, you know, sometimes they're just static. But what I want is a minecart that runs all the way up to the top of the dropper and then sits into a nice little area, and then after a certain time it'll then open up an area, the minecart will fall down to the ground, and then we can catch ourselves on another rail that we should probably have a place that it stops first so you can get out, and then when you want to go again you can get back in, hit the button, and it'll take you all the way back to the top again. Pretty simple, shouldn't be too complicated, we'll just have to see. I do want this to look really cool though. I want to use some cool colours, maybe some stained glass I think could look pretty cool for this later on. And I think for the middle I always go with white. When I use stained glass or multicolored, I always like to use white as a nice base block. I don't know if I will this time, but I just want something, maybe even some no, I don't know. I don't like the gold, diamond, and emerald blocks and stuff like that. I'm really not a fan of them. Oh, check this out. Oh, yeah. Prismarine brick. We'll use those. I don't think we've used this at all yet. Okay, so we want basically a big old pillar up the top. And this is going to be approximately where our dropper is going to start. Now, we don't want nothing crazy. Like, there's a dropper there, but that's a static one. We want this one to actually work. We'll have it around that height. I think about that is good. It's not crazy, like, sickeningly tall, but it should be tall enough. And then what we need to do is actually quite a long project, and that's to get... Oops, not that. And that's to get the rails all the way up. Now, I think I do want to use a different block, but maybe another prismarine one. Like dark prismarine to go around this. What a cool looking block. That's totally awesome. I'm going to move my mic. I think I was a little bit too low. Yeah, that's such a cool looking block. So what we need to do here is actually get our minecart to travel around and all the way up. And the way that you have to do this is go up every 2 blocks, okay? So something like this. So then what we can do is we can have a powered rail, normal rail, powered rail, normal rail, powered rail, normal rail, powered rail, etc, etc, etc. You can't do it any smaller than that. We can't go up like this with a gap in the middle. So it's still a 3x3, yeah, with the block space for the pillar up the middle here. But we can't do that because it doesn't work. It needs a turned rail, needs a sort of block to get straight again. So all we need to do is go up every 2 blocks, dunk, 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 all the way to the top. then place down our rails, and then we should be able to get a minecart all the way to the top. We shall see when we get to the top. I would really like a way to have 2 separate minecarts, so if one's full, it goes to the other one. But then we're looking at getting into complicated redstone again, and I really don't fancy that at the moment. I really don't fancy it. I know some of you did watch the last episode. I know a lot of you were like, no, I can't watch that stuff. That's beyond me. I don't find that interesting, and that's absolutely fine. Honestly, you're not offending me. I did say in the video, if redstone isn't your thing, you're not going to enjoy this. But it was something that we have to do, and I didn't want to do it off camera. That's the problem. If I'd done it all off camera, you guys would have been asking me for years in the comment section, how do I do this? So I had to show it on camera. I didn't really have too much of a... That looks so cool. I like that, especially with some stained glass going up around the side. I reckon that would be really, really cool. So I think the easiest way to do this will be to do the corners first, and then put the powered rail. Oops. And then put the powered rail on afterwards, right? I assume that's going to be the sensiblest way to do it. It's actually taller than when you. It's taller than you think when you do it like this, huh? Like, I must be nearly at the top now. At last. Okay, and then powered rail all the way down. I should join them up all nicely, and we'll be able to now power these individually and be able to get a minecart to go flawlessly up to the top. The reason why I've got so many powered rails up here is because going up isn't really part of the ride. You know, it's the drop that's the interesting part. You don't want to take ages getting up. You want to get up there as quickly as possible and then have the fun part, which is dropping. But to power the rails, I think it'll probably be the easiest just to place a torch underneath them like this. And then that'll power them all. It's a nice, simple pattern that we can all get used to. It doesn't require flicking levers every time. And I think having the sort of red lights being on as you look at it from the outside will be quite a nice touch. So anyway, I'm going to do this. I'm going to put a surround around it with some stained glass, and then I should be back. Alright, I've gone with a really cool psychedelic colour design. I've gone with a lime green stained clay. What is this? Is it cyan? Yes, cyan blue, because I thought the green and the blue matched the prismarine blocks really well. The prismarine block is like a greenish blue mix, so I thought using green and blue stained clay would sort of keep with that theme. And then I left after doing a little pattern all the way up. That took forever, by the way, because you won't believe how long this took trying to place glass panes on top of glass planes. Yeah, panes is ridiculous. It just takes forever. But I was left over with like a little one wide gap that I'm filling in here, so I thought, well, why not use white stained clay as a sort of breaker between the pattern. So I've sort of gone with a 2 green, 1 blue, 1 green, 2 blue, 1 green, 1 blue, 2 green. It's an odd pattern, but if you think about it and look at it enough, you'll see that there is actually a pattern and it's not random. Yeah, two of colour A, 1 colour B, 1 colour A, 2 colour B, 1 colour A, 1 colour B, 2 colour B, A. That doesn't make it sound any simpler, does it? I thought I'd say it in that way. Yeah, everybody will know what I'm on about then. I'll sound like a genius. No, I just sound like a complete madman. How close? Oh, we're at the top. Beautiful. Okay, then. There. And then we'll get to back off, and I'll get to see it for the first time, because I've only been sort of looking at it this close at the moment. There. And there. Oh, that looks cool, hey? The white in between, it really makes it stand out. That's great, that's great. And it should work. There's no reason why we wouldn't get to the top. Let's give it a quick go. That's fine. I don't mind not being able to see anything on the way up. Oh, yeah, there we go, look. And then we dropped all the way down. Perfect. Hardly anything we need to do. So, what we want to have here is a direction that we want it to fall, and I think this way is probably a good direction to make it fall. But what I want to do is I want to make sure it's in the middle, So we're going to do a little wiggle at the end there. And then what we need it to do is have a way of getting the minecart stuck. Now, I don't know if this will work. If we land straight in there perfectly, then we are onto a winner. If we don't, we're going to have to think of a better sort of alignment method. We do. We end up straight in that hole. I didn't know if we were going to land on the edge or something silly like that. Perfect. Okay, that means then we can get a sticky piston to go right here and a block right there. And then we can have that, and that. So that has now powered this forward. So when we land on it, we don't fall all the way down. We just stop right here. What we should be able to do, actually, is move these down a block. Like that. And then have stained glass around. I think that'll look better. You'll be able to sort of see a little bit when you're in here, waiting to drop. I hope, anyway, I hope you'll be able to see a little bit. And then we'll be able to pull that block back, ka-shunk, and the minecart will fall. But we need a way to now release that minecart. Well, this is where the pole down the middle comes in very, very handy. What we can do is we can actually destroy this pole. Dunk, dunk, dunk. I am going to put this one back, though. And what I want to try and do is do this in a way... See, now what we can do is we can do this all the way down the middle. And just go all the way down. And that'll give us a vertical redstone line. It's simple redstone. We don't need... Luckily, I don't need to worry that much about it. But it gives us a vertical redstone line that we can then control from the bottom and turn that lever on and off from absolutely miles away with really no redstone. It's only a few torches. There's no dust or repeaters or anything like that. But just for test purposes, let's have this here and a lever. Now at the moment it should be closed. It's closed. And it opens. Look at that. Beautiful. So, we now want a way to catch our minecart. Make sure that we get the right block exactly. Otherwise, we're going to have troubles. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to come right here. We're going to get a bit of sand. We're going to place a bit of sand. And then we're going to get the exact spot that it's going to fall. That's pretty smart. I think I was pretty smart there. Okay, let's grab our rails. We could just use normal rails, I think. And drop that down. We should land straight on there and fall down here. We should get into a nice start-stop spot. Yeah, that's fine. A nice little start-stop spot. Right. Okay. And and then place this on top here. And then we can have our rail. No, continue from down here. I'm going to place the prismarine in the floor, though. Wrap it round. Stick it straight in. I think that's good. We'll have powered rail there. And then powered rail there. A button to get us going. This is like our normal roller coaster start and stop. So we can just start it like that. That also powers that. But that doesn't matter. We can just go underneath here with a torch. That powers the... Yeah, the right one. Oops, I've already got the grass. And that should be it. That should now work. But what we need to do is this button... Oh no, we can have a detector rail. We can do this smarter. We can have a detector rail like here. And then underneath the detector rail, we need to have some redstone and some repeaters. We are going to have a little bit of timing here. And basically, we're going to want to extend and shorten this how we sort of want. It doesn't really matter too much. Let's grab some torches as well. Drop this into the floor a little bit. And what we need to do is we need to power that end, this bottom torch, with a anything really. It doesn't really matter. If I do this with that and that, yes, beautiful. We might even see it close. Is it going to close? Is that the way round? Well, what way round is it? Look. Yeah, there we go. Okay, yeah, because we added another torch on the bottom, wasn't it? So, what we need to do is we need to just hook up this detector rail to here, but with a decent amount of delay. If we have it too short, it's going to open up and potentially close again before we even get to the top. If it's too long, we'll be waiting at the top forever, and we won't really know that we've fell. Do you know what I mean? Let's have this wrap around here. Oops. Nope. Like that. So I think we're going to go with just a row of 2 redstone repeaters. We'll see if that's long enough. If it's not, we'll add more to it. If it's not, we shall take some away. But that's pretty good. Let's grab a minecart and give it a go. So hopefully we'll land in the top somewhere. Wait for it. Oh, I heard it, but we did not fall down. Okay, because we actually landed in front of it. If I take that one away and place a prismarine block there again. Or maybe this one, a sea lantern. That's pretty cool as a little end block. That should close up any moment as well. Oh no, have we got it the wrong way round? I think we do. I think we need to invert it. Right? Yes. Okay, well that... Basically, that sea lantern is going to stop us from landing on the edge of this block here. So that should be better. Okay, let's give it another go then. We're so nearly there. So close. All the way up. All the way up. We get a nice view. And then we drop. Ah, we just need one more powered rail. That's cool though. I think that's too quick. I think I want to add a little bit more delay on it. I feel like we're just a little bit too short. You don't want too much time at the top, but you want enough time to be able... Oops. Doesn't matter. You want enough time at the top to be able to sort of see your surroundings and enjoy it, don't you? So we shall remove that. And that. I shall put the torch here. That's just to invert the signal. And then run this around here. And I think this will be a good time. We should get back to the start again pretty easily as well now. Okay. Hopefully the last failed test. Oh no, we've had the last failed. Hopefully the first successful test. Okay, so we get to admire view. We can see the bee and the creeper and the castle and the dinosaur park and and then back. Perfect. And it's closed again. Wonderful. So you can go multiple times, as many times as you want. I like that. I think that's pretty good. Pretty nice and simple for everybody to be able to build at home. Looks totally awesome. I mean, that looks totally awesome. And the fact that it actually drops and is actually usable only makes it better, doesn't it? And the redstone's pretty hidden up as well. But yeah, I like that. I think that's pretty cool. I think what I want to do is add a little brace to cover up that piston as well. And then, can I get in there? Like that, and then a full block. Just it sort of just looks like it's bracing it then. Sort of holding it up, doesn't quite look as flimsy. Green and cyan. And then this was a cyan one. This one's a green one. See, this is in this sort of example. It's actually quite nice that glass now joins up the stairs. It never used to, but before it was sort of a little bit annoying. Okay, beautiful. I think that's good. I think that little strut really helps out. Maybe some white glass underneath it. White stained glass. See, that looks pretty cool as well, doesn't it? I like that. I think that's a cool little thing. If you guys enjoyed the episode, then hit that like button. If you haven't already, feel free to subscribe. I'm going to replace these with these blocks underneath so it all matches nicely. And we shall see you in... Oops. There we go. The next episode.